From the studios of Foxborough Cable Access, located in the center of Foxborough, Massachusetts, you are watching Around Foxborough.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Around Foxborough, the show where we talk about the people, places, and things that make Foxborough the gem of Norfolk County. My name is Mark Rivard, and I have some special guests today. We're going to be talking to the Foxborough Jaycees. Now, I have told you in the past that, I am a member of the Jaycees, but I'm taking off my Jaycees hat, and I'm just going to be an interviewer today. With me are Jean Sooty, who is the president of the chapter, Linda Walsh, who is the vice president of community development, and Amy Labreche, the vice president of membership. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
So let's find out about the Foxborough Jaycees. So let's start with our president, Jeannie. Tell us a little bit about the Foxborough Jaycees, because a lot of people see them all over town, sporting the apparel like Amy's wearing right there. Tell us a little bit about what the Jaycees are about.
We are about community service, really, to our, mostly to Foxborough and the surrounding communities. We're a lot of hands-on to give back to anything and everything we can get our hands on, really, which has been very hard lately. We are about getting together and really just trying to find what kind of community projects we can dig into and give back to our community with.
Okay. So what kind of projects are we talking about, Linda? Tell us a little bit about some of the projects that the Jaycees do.
So you probably know, you've seen us up on the common decorating for the holiday season. We take care of the nativity scene, which, big surprise this year, we had it totally restored.
Wow.
So they're going to look really sharp this year. So we're responsible for that and the decorating of the common. We're also, we're really good friends with the Easter Bunny. He comes and the kids collect their eggs. So that's always fun. We just brought back our scholarship. We just, this year, gave our scholarship out to Jamie DeVellis. And we were lucky to present it at one of our Thursday night common concerts on the common. So again, that's another thing that we do for the community.
Yeah, the concerts on the common are back.
Exactly.
Yay!
Yay.
Yeah.
Pretty little flags that you have to social distance, but we worked well with the town and are able to bring them back, and we're so thrilled because we've been doing these concerts for over 30 years. So
yeah, and, we talk about the Easter Bunny. I just wanted to say, I got to interview him thanks to you guys. I just want to make that. Yeah, it was an unbelievable interview. Yeah, he spoke very highly of the Jaycees.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in order to do those, we have to do all sorts of projects to raise funds to do that. So you've probably attended our spring fair on the common or the fall vendor fair on the common. Obviously, we missed out on Founders Day this year, but we're always a huge part of Founders Day. That's where we make a lot of our money selling glow sticks and burgers and dogs during the day. It's a busy day for us, but and then individual development, we do all sorts of things to, come together as a group, whether it's going to a Providence Bruins game or even learning CPR. We've had folks come in and give us instructions on different things that are happening around town. So we're pretty well-rounded.
And pretty active, I can imagine, with all the things you just stated.
Yeah, and that's only a sample.
That's only a sample size. So a little bit about the fundraisers, because with COVID-19, there's really not much fundraising going on. How are you guys handling it? Because I'm sure the chapter needs money to provide all these services that you do in the community, and that's how you make your money, is through the fundraising.
Exactly. So we are thinking outside the box the best we can. We even had Amy's daughter, who's only 8 years old, have a lemonade stand and bring in some money to the chapter. This weekend, we're going to be having a yard sale at Mark Rivard's house.
Who?
Yes, right there on 166 Central Street.
Yeah.
So We're trying to think outside of the box to raise some funds. We also just ordered some masks that have the entering Foxborough sign on it. So hopefully we can sell some of those and raise some funds. And we have like normally during our concerts, we'll have a concession booth where we sell, soda, water, candy, things like that, just to help fund our concerts. Well, we can't really have the concession stand this year, so we do have a donation bucket there, which Jaycees aren't really great at asking for money just without giving you something, but we are giving you a great concert every Thursday night. So we're hoping that we can raise some funds that way.
You can definitely ask here on Foxborough Cable Access, and I think you just did. So anybody who wants to donate to the Jaycees,
Yep.
please do. They have the bucket right there at the concerts.
Right. Or you could always send it to our P.O. Box, P.O. Box 169, Foxborough.
There you go. All right, Amy, let's talk about membership. So tell us, how can one become a member of the Foxborough Jaycees?
It's actually a very easy process. We do encourage you to come and see what we're all about. Come to some of our projects. Our general membership meetings are always open to anybody who's interested in joining us. And it is the second Wednesday of every month. Normally it's at the South Foxborough Community Center, but we are holding it on Zoom every month. So if you're interested, please reach out to myself, and I'd be glad to get you the link in order to join us. The process basically is that if you want to become a member, we just have you swear in and participate and bring your enthusiasm. That's what we're really looking for, is people who really want to give back to our community, whether it's Foxborough or a surrounding town. You don't have to be from Foxborough in order to be a part of us. I can say we have a good number of people, including our president, that's not even from our town.
She's not.
No,
I am not from Foxborough.
Ah, so you don't have to be from Foxborough to be in the Jaycees. That's a
No.
myth.
And originally, I used to drive over an hour to come to Foxborough to join the chapter.
That's
many
dedication.
years ago. Yep.
Right. But the one thing that is unique about us is the fact that we're the only chapter left in Massachusetts. So that leaves us a big area to cover. So we're always looking for new ideas, new people to join, share your thoughts and your experiences that maybe you've had either with other organizations or your work. If anything like that. But also people are coming just to meet new people. It's a great way to meet new people, make some friends. And these people become lifetime friends forever. I know that I can pick up the phone anytime if I'm having an issue, and they'll be in my driveway. That's just how we operate. We're a family, and we all have the same goal, and that's just to make this Foxborough and all of the areas around us a better place.
So, a couple of questions that are always asked. Are you a religious organization?
No, we are not.
Okay. The other question is, how much does it cost to join?
So our membership fee is free. We actually cover your cost for nationals. So generally, in order to be part of nationals, you would be under 40, I believe, and that would we pay into your national membership. So we actually have waived those costs and we cover them for you. So it doesn't cost anything except for your time, and it's a good time. So
great. So Jeannie, so from what I understand, you've been a member since you were a kid. So you come from a JC family.
I do come from a JC family. Back when Massachusetts had almost a chapter in every town, or every other town. Back in the 80s, I guess. Yeah.
Wow. So you've seen it all.
I've seen
from
a
the
lot.
ground up.
Yep.
All right. So Linda, so tell us more about, I guess, the community development. So what have you guys been doing during the pandemic? Because I know it's hard. I mean, granted the concerts have started and you're trying fundraising, but what have you done to keep a presence? Because, people do see the shirts
Right.
and they look forward and they know, well, they don't know they're learning who the Jaycees are. They know the Jaycees are around and all these great things they do. But what are
Right.
you guys trying to do? Have you done anything since that people might
So,
recognize?
so it was, it's difficult to be a community oriented organization during this pandemic. And I think everybody's having the same situation. But what we felt was we wanted the town to understand that the Jaycees are still here. So we came up with a bunch of different posters. Folks might have seen them on telephone poles for a couple weeks. Just posters of words of encouragement. You're awesome, and um, stay Foxborough strong, all those kinds of things. And we just wanted folks to understand that the Jaycees care and we're still here. We uh, put a banner up on the common just to say congratulations to the class of 2020, whether you're a senior in high school or graduating from middle school or grammar school or college, whatever it is. We wanted to celebrate them and just put a banner up underneath our sign. And the sign is something that we're proud of, that we kept up over the years. We take full responsibility for that sign that so many classes have taken their picture under during their graduation. So we've done things like that. We had to kind of think outside the box for the Easter Bunny, but we gave him a call and he was ready to go. He has a friend that has a car. So we reached out and folks sent us their addresses. And during one morning before Easter, we brought the Easter Bunny by everybody's house just to give a wave to let them know that the Easter Bunny was still there and he's still friends with the Jaycees. So things like that.
That's awesome. And I heard you're also friends with Santa too. Is that true?
Yeah, Santa and Mrs. Claus, both of them.
Ah,
Their yearly visit. You'll see them at when we light up the common, when we join with recreation to light up the Christmas tree. So they love coming down to that and seeing all the kids. And we, like so many other groups in town, we actually partnered up with the Knights of Columbus to help us out with the nativity scene for the past couple of years, helping us get it from our inventory storage up to the common. And this year they helped us in funding the restoration and repair of the set. So it was great to partner with them. And, we do a lot of partnerships, like with the Orpheum. We've helped out there. They've helped us out. Same thing with recreation. We'll join in with, the night out and other things. So we are trying to get as many people involved with each other and bring people together as we can. Unfortunately, bringing people together is not easy these past few months. But
really? It's a little social distancing issue. Yeah,
yeah,
that's kind of hard.
it
Yeah,
is.
and so funding is important too. To all these projects, but also membership. And so, how has it been getting members? Because I know people have busy lives. They have families, they have kids, they work. How much of a commitment do you think it is, Amy? And I guess the question is, what would stop these people from being members? I mean, I'll ask you the question basically, as far as membership goes. So how has it been? And tell us, a loss for words here. You talk because you're the
Okay.
membership VP. I'm just the interviewer guy.
Okay,
What do
so
I know?
again, with membership, we've actually had to think outside of the box as well during this time. We actually have started holding virtual Q&As to answer any questions in the comfort of their own home with their children here in the background. Doesn't matter. We all have children, and those who don't totally understand. We have families. So membership has been okay, slower, obviously, because of what we're going through. But we, just at our last meeting, we had 2 members join our general membership meeting, and that was great. Just getting the word out about what we do and what we do for the community is really what we are looking to do when we have them come to the GMs.
So as far as ages, oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say as far as ages, because I know you mentioned the age 40. It's like a magical age.
It's really not with us.
Okay.
So historically, it was geared towards ages, was it 18 to 40? And that is not the case. We do have a associate membership. So we want everybody to be a part of our mission and be a part of what we do for our community. There should not be an age requirement that, in order to help out. We have people as young as my daughter who shows up for our events, all the way up to some people who are retired and in Florida. And when they come back, they help us out. So we have a wide variety of ages as part of our membership. The one thing about the ages per se is, yes, we don't currently right now have a junior membership, but we are actively looking to open a junior chapter that will encourage children ages 8 to 13 to join.
So let me see if I get this straight. So there's really no age requirement per se. It's free to join.
Yep. Right.
Not a lot of time really needs. It's what you can give.
Correct.
Correct.
Families are invited. A lot of fun, lifetime friendships that you make. Why isn't everybody joining?
Maybe
Well,
they will
Video
now.
games?
Right. Well, I think that a lot of people had misinformation. I think possibly that maybe they just didn't understand that it's not a commitment that you have to do so many hours per month, or you have to, chair so many projects. And that, we were a religious organization, like you had asked. I mean, there's so many old tales, I guess, that we're hoping that we can inform more people about, for sure.
Yeah, I know that the JC creed that you recite after every meeting has the word God in it, but then again, so does our Pledge of Allegiance.
And our money.
And our money,
Yep.
right? So, I mean, it's
based out of something older. It's from culture.
So the original Jaycees were created 100 years ago, and it was strictly for boys, young men, to learn skills that they, college was not an opportunity for them. So they learned management skills through running community projects. And basically, we run off of that same thing today, only it's not just boys, it's girls too. And it's all ages in Foxborough. So that's important.
In Massachusetts.
In Massachusetts.
Yes. And, through my research, Jaycees, everybody says, what's JC stand for? It's Junior Chamber of Commerce.
Correct.
And there have been some famous people who have been Jaycees, like Larry Bird was a JC. Gerald Ford, former president, was a JC. So John F. Kennedy. There you go. So
Richard Nixon. We could go on and on.
The list goes on and on. There's a lot of influential people that have been JCs. So, I'm glad that we had this opportunity to talk and tell people about it. So Jeannie, so as president,
yes,
it must have been very difficult this year to actually step into the role of president and have to deal with the world we are now. I know we've heard about the problems with fundraising, the meetings on Zoom. I mean, tell us a little bit about that, because that's a question I ask everybody, because I'm sitting at home, you're all sitting at home. We normally would be in a studio together around a table, sipping out of coffee cups. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, the end of this year has been different because we can't get together to pat each other on the back or give each other hugs where needed, or just be that physically supportive that most humans are. Not even, some people aren't, some people are. Our deep friendships that develop through the Jaycees and the camaraderie that we all have, you tend to develop these strong ties. And being the president at this end of the year, or our year, has really been a lot of, let's say, some of it's been very counselory. I've had to dig down deep inside and say, okay, how do I handle this delicately and get them to see it from another's point of view, or get them to think outside of the box, because we all have to. It's a new sensation, and sometimes everybody needs to take a deep breath, and that's the only major difference, is trying to handle that and handle my kids at home, homeschooling, yay, um and then all this other stuff, and then explain to the kids and the adults we cannot be together.
It's
Sorry.
difficult. Yeah.
Yes. And then trying to do the whole, okay, well, you've got, what do you call it? The lower immune system people, and not, and that's why we're still doing the whole, oh my goodness, I lost the words. You know what I mean?
Zoom,
Separation, staying
yeah,
home,
social distancing.
thank you, social
Yeah.
distancing. That, but that's been the biggest issue. And I think that's pretty much with everybody, so.
Yeah, you miss those. You miss
Ah,
those. Physical interactions, the
yeah.
handshakes, the
And
hugs,
that's
and
did
seeing
the
people in the
great job.
flesh.
Yes. And the great job and the actual smiles, and you were on the phone more, which you feel like it's stuck to your head sometimes because you're having the one conversation and next conversation, when you could have, in a normal day before COVID, you could have had that conversation in 5 minutes in a meeting room, done. And everybody would have been on the same page, and off you go. No.
Well,
It
between that and screens freezing and people, you're on mute, you're not on mute.
you get dropped off.
Trying to, yeah, it's crazy. But you know
Yep.
what? It
You
just
have to
goes to
have a
show
sense of humor.
you have to have a sense of humor, but you also have to have a sense of dedication that the Jaycees are still
Yes.
trying to provide community service through a
Mhm.
pandemic, and they're doing it, which
Yes.
is awesome. So I really, really thank you all for joining today. Before we go, where can people find out information about the Jaycees?
Foxborough
Foxborough.org. Foxboroughjaycees.org.
We have a Facebook page
Mhm.
also.
Yep.
Actually, you
Come
can
and
see it right there.
us
You can see
on
it right behind
Thursday.
Amy on her screen. Foxborough
Yep.
Jaycees. Don't forget to spell it with the short version of Foxborough.
Yep.
No UGH.
Yep.
Or you could come by a concert on the Common. Amy's
Mhm.
there with her membership booth. You can't miss us. And be glad to talk more about what we do and how we do it and how you could be involved.
Yep. You can always shoot us an email and we will get right back to you. And on the Facebook Messenger as well. One of the
Awesome.
board members always answers, probably within minutes to maybe an hour or two, depending on the day.
Which is like any email. So yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome. Well, thank you very much, ladies. Amy
Thanks
LaBresh,
for having us.
Jeannie Suddy, and Linda Walsh.
Thanks, Mark.
Foxborough Jaycees.
Thanks, Mark.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. And that's our edition of Around Foxborough. Have a great day, everyone.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.